It's Christina from Sam and Art.
And Sophia!
Hello! It's mom and daughter here, and we're going to be doing a very special edition of Draw With Me Kids today. We're going to try and create a portrait or teach you how to draw faces at least one way. And then I'm going to get you guys to go off and use that lesson to either create yourself a picture of yourself, or maybe even a picture of your mom or someone in your life who means almost the same thing to you as a mom, and make yourself a little gift for your mom for Mother's Day. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things or a couple of things that I'd like you guys to think about when you're making this picture is what are the things that you like to do with that person, with your mom? And what are the things that your mom likes that maybe you can incorporate into the picture? So welcome back, everybody. Our first thing we're going to do today is, do you remember? What do we do normally?
We show off the pictures.
We show off the pictures. So let me get that open here. Here are last week's pictures that we got sent to us on our vehicle topic, which we primarily did a lot of wheeled vehicles, but Cassidy here did a Minecraft rocket, which I think is so cool. And look at all the shapes she used. She used triangles and rectangles and squares that curve out to make the legs. That's really cool, Cassidy. Thanks for sharing.
I thought it might be nice for me to do Cassidy a version of her Minecraft rocket in my Minecraft world.
I think that would be awesome. If we end up doing that, then we are going to definitely post a picture if Sophia creates a Minecraft rocket version of Cassidy's picture. That would be amazing. They had these lovely renditions of penny farthing bikes, so the big wheel bike that used to be used at the turn of the century, and a school bus, kind of like what I did as my demonstration. And one of my favorite cars is the old Beetle from Volkswagen. So that's really, really cool.
Hi.
And I learned about Undernet and Papyrus from this lovely picture of Papyrus and his race car bed that Emily drew for us. So that's amazing. I actually had to look up Papyrus and Undernet, and it's so cool. She's got me involved in something else. I've learned something new and something different. And I love all the details, like from the teddy bear to the little attack bones in the corner there, and the fact that Undernet's on the computer. It's cool.
I also
Sophia.
know how to do a Minecraft race car bed that you can actually sleep in.
Well, that's cool. I got a sneak peek of what we're going to get into today. So this is something that Sophia did, was the Turbo 13666 that makes a ghost impression when it drives, like a shadow, based off of its shape. She did the race car. And I did a couple other things, but I thought I'd only show the bus. Which was purple, and it had its flames shooting out the back. So this week we're going to learn how to do faces. And this might be a really easy lesson for some of my older artists, as I have to adjust my monitor here. I don't have my keyboard.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. And yesterday was Revenge of the 5th. Today is, and it's also Cinco de Mayo yesterday. It is May 6th today, with how many more days left until Mother's Day? It's going to be interesting. So this will be...
If it's the 6th today, it's 4 days, because I read that it was the 10th while I was trying to get the trivia and facts.
Sophia did some awesome trivia and facts for you guys this week again. So
and had, since this isn't on a computer, sadly, I had a trick where I made my writing at the top rainbow and highlighted rainbow, so when you highlighted it with your cursor, it showed text, but it says Mother's Day facts and trivia.
I see.
I also have some did you knows as well.
Well, we'll get to those in just a sec. I'm going to show friends, first off, a little bit of a step-by-step to give you ideas for doing your portrait. I always start with a circle, and then I decide on the chin. size. And one of the things you can decide to do, the reason I'm showing you this is more for these guys, is how you want your person to be positioned. So I'm going to split the screen here. Oh, there's Sophia. And here I am. Hello.
I'm writing my words.
You're writing your words? Okay. And you can decide whether you want to do a portrait of yourself or your mom looking like this, right at the camera, which is called a full face view. You can decide to do a picture of yourself or your mom like this, which is called a side profile view, so you can only see half the face. Or you can choose to do something that is more like this, which is a 3/4 view. You can sort of see a bit of the other side, but you don't see everything. And for my younger artists, I'm going to recommend, why don't you try doing just the full-on face, because that's easier to do. But I'm going to show you a few things using the full. I'll probably end up doing my portrait as a 3/4 eventually, which is the hardest of those three.
I was about to say that I wanted to do it. I still do.
You still want to do a 3/4?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a Minecraft portrait.
Sophia wants to do a Minecraft portrait. That's very cool, because what is something that we like to do together? We like to play Minecraft, right?
Boom.
She's better at it than I am. I'm probably more adventurous at the moment. I like to mine and attack mobs and whatnot.
I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Like Jay and E, absolutely they know that. Because we made a survival world with commands. I refuse to go on survival. At least, even for like 5 minutes. I just stayed on creative.
So if you've got a piece of paper that you're going to keep nice and clean for your picture that you want to give to your mom, have a little scrap piece on the side so you can follow this part of the lesson part of, I guess, our art jam. And try them out. And then once you've tried them all on really simple shapes, then you can sort of see how you might use that for a picture that you want to do. So here we go. We're going to start off, all of them start off the same way, is with a circle or a circular sort of shape. I'm going to make a really weird sloppy
Wouldn't
circle.
mine be like a square?
If you're doing a Minecraft shape, you're going to start off with a square.
Yes.
If you're doing a Minecraft portrait. But we're going to do this part first. We're not going to do Minecraft versions just yet. We'll just start with a basic.
I have a special trick of turning a square into a circle.
Now, if you're going to do the full face, so like I'm looking at you right now, you decide what kind of shape the chin is. Usually, most common people have a chin that's like a triangle. So we'll add a sort of triangle shape for the chin for full face.
Yeah, you guys see my square there? I want to quickly show how to cut it into a circle. Just do a rounded bit around the corners.
Sophia's changing her square to a circle.
I actually did it. This is the back of my page. This is my just try it out page, show it page. And because on this side I have my writing.
So I take my circle and triangle and I make very light, very, very light, if I'm using a pencil, or in this case, I'm using my digital pencil.
Too, because I did my.
And very light line that you're going to erase eventually. Go right down the middle of the face. Because we have what's called symmetrical features mostly. We have 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, and a mouth that has the bump and the lower lip, and they're both sort of almost equal on both sides. So that's going to help us know where to put these features. Eyes, believe it or not, on a head are almost at the halfway point of all of this. So I create another little light line around the head. And one of the things I like to remember is that because it's a sphere that you're working with, I like to curve that line. And then I do the same. So I pick halfway between where the eye line and the chin are, and I do a little line for where the nose is going to be, halfway between the nose and the chin. I put another line for the mouth. So this is all to set up where your eyes are going to be, your nose and your mouth are going to be. And
I feel like this is like a lot more confusing already than week
yeah, well,
week
it's going to be a little bit confusing. Week 5 is confusing. Dragons week 2 is probably confusing. So
horses was confusing for me.
Horses was confusing for you? Well, I will take it slow and easy. If you have questions, pop them into the comments. So you can make your circles for your eyes that follow on that line, one on either side, and you can help, that center line can help you know where those eyes are. You can do a triangle with a rounded edge for the nose. And you can do a little smile. And you can start erasing things that don't make sense anymore. Now that you've got those plotted, like those lines I told you about, you can erase those. And that's just a quick way to make sure things stay symmetrical. And I always start with those things when I'm doing faces. And you can add other details to them. So this is just practice. Don't feel like you have to completely follow this for doing your very own portrait, because maybe you're going to do something like Sophia.
That eraser is like really dull.
It's not working out very well.
It's not working really well. Like, look at the smudges, guys.
Oh dear. But you got a really nice form there. So whenever you're doing a portrait of yourself or of another person, sort of look for shapes in the nose. When I do noses, sometimes I do a little ball in my triangle, and then I can form my nose around that ball as a triangle. And that can give me where my nostrils are. You don't have to do that though.
I don't. I do my noses a lot differently than you show.
Yep.
I just make a little C shape.
Because, so that would be the front view. If you wanted to do 3/4, it's very similar. You'd find your chin. It's not quite directly center. It's off to the side.
I might ask a bit for that. Because.
And then I find my plots just the way I did on that one. And you remember, because this eye is further away, it's a smaller circle, and the triangle on the nose follows that line. So it's just to help you find where pieces are on that map. I'm just giving you guys the quick overview of how to do that, because what I really want to see from you guys today, or I'll help you with, and you can ask your questions, is to make something really special for your moms. And something really nice for your moms. Because I could probably take
my
this.
sock left a really weird imprint on my leg.
She's got socks that have squirrel prints on them. So, yeah, this kind of thing, you can add hair and
like
whatnot.
it's like the grid pattern of it with a little dots indented, and then this really weird mix from the top.
So you can start adding details. If you're doing a profile shot, start again with the circle, put a triangle, but it doesn't come up all the way. And you do the same kind of thing. I put a little line on the outside, halfway, nose, mouth. And the thing, if you're doing a side profile, somebody looking to the side like that, if you look at my eye, it looks a bit like a triangle, so you wouldn't see it like a circle. You'd make like a cone shape. And a triangle mouth, and lips that kind of come out like that. That's a super quick way of doing faces, and that helps me when I'm doing illustrations of characters or people, to give me a map, if you will, of what we're doing. So that's the quick practice part. What we're going to do now is, if you have a picture or a mirror of yourself so you can see yourself, or you already have a good idea of what you look like in your mind.
I'm doing a portrait of me.
Sophia's going to do me and her together as Minecraft people.
I want to start the trivia now.
I'm going to be curious. So why don't you start the trivia now?
I have 5 trivia questions and 5 did you knows. Sorry, counting minutes. How many phone calls are made on Mother's Day compared to any other day? A, more. B, the same. C, less.
How many phone calls are made on Mother's Day? Sophia did all of this research herself, and she picked all the questions out herself. So, how many phone calls are made on Mother's Day? More, A?
A, more. B, the same.
Okay.
C, less.
So if you know, add to the comments. What do you think it is? I think I know because I know what I do when I want to talk to my mom.
Okay, we got A. We got an A coming in.
More, yeah.
More, A, another A.
Well, it's probably not going to be any surprise to anybody. It is definitely more.
Yes.
Sophia maybe can tell you how many more here.
Yeah. The answer, more calls are made on Mother's Day than any other day of the year. Approximately 122 million calls are made on this second Sunday of May. About 122 million calls on Mother's Day. That's a lot of phone calls.
Well, that is kind of crazy.
Okay.
So, just to warn you, if you are joining in, I'm going to be doing my picture for my mom. Surprise!
Can't wait to play Minecraft. Neither can I.
Yeah, Sophia's excited to play Minecraft this weekend as well. And I'm going to do a picture
Speaking
of my
of
mom.
Minecraft, I did 2 coding things over the last 2
Sophia
days.
has been enjoying, what is it called? Code.org.
Yeah, code.org Minecraft.
And they have
stuff.
little coding practices of creating video games and solving problems using code.
I've done Minecraft Aquatic Voyage and Minecraft Designer, where you get to design your own kind of Minecraft game.
If you're joining us today, I'm not really going to go through too much of a lesson. I just did the quick one about faces, but I want you to start drawing, whether you're using my 3/4 demo, which I'm doing right now.
I want to do that one. I'm just doing the...
Or if you're going to do a full face one. However you do faces, some of the things that we do as we're learning faces is that we pick recognizable shapes. How many of you, when you were little, or maybe you still are little, and this is how you draw a shape like this, and you draw a shape like that, and then you add your legs and your arms like that, and you do shapes like that, and there is your person. 'Cause that's how I started learning how to draw. I created using basic shapes. A head is a circle, a body, usually a triangle if I'm a girl, because I like to put dresses on my girls. You can put dresses on your boys too, or you can put pants on your girls. It doesn't really matter. I put rectangles maybe if I were doing somebody that was wearing pants, and that's how I started out. And if that's how you guys are comfortable with drawing people, and that's how I'd like you guys to try and do your own picture for your moms, you start with the basis. Always, always, always when you're drawing, start with basic shapes, and never forget that your eraser is one of your greatest tools, because then you can start shaping like we did for our cars last week. And we can carve out different curves and shapes from the basic shapes that we start with. So always remember your basic shapes, and you'll never go wrong. You might get a little stuck sometimes if you're continuing to be an artist for many, many years, where you feel like all I do is basic shapes. But believe me, it helps whenever you feel like I don't know what to draw. Start with the shapes that you see.
Okay,
You've got another one. So
I have 4 more actual trivia, 5 facts. More. Did you know Mother's Day is one of the top selling days for flowers and plants? Which place is it in? A, first. B, second. C, third.
So I guess that means for holidays. For all holidays, what place does Mother's Day come in for selling flowers? Is it the first, best holiday for selling flowers? Is it number 2? Is it number 3?
Well, we got some answers coming in. I'll wait. I'll do mine.
I'll watch for the answers, don't worry. This is my face. I like these faces. Oh, we have a guess of second as being Valentine's most likely. A second, Valentine's is most likely the most. Very, very good thinking.
I'm starting on kind of like making, for my face, I'm making thick, thick mouth, thick eyes stuff, so I can make them into squares, or use squares to make them. Do you get what I mean?
I get what you mean. So we have second. Second from one kid over there, okay. So it's first, second, or third. I think Sophia will also have the answer as to what
will be first.
What the order is.
Yeah, what the first, second, or third is. But like whatever Mother's Day is. The other ones, like the other days that come next or after, or before or after.
So if you're watching and answering, if you're watching what I'm doing here, I am trying to do a really cute cartoon portrait of my mom, who has got some pretty cool eyes, and you'll see what I'm doing is picking out basic shapes right at the moment and figuring out where everything goes. So we have a lot of seconds. Any other guesses?
I'm looking over at our screen here, because we have the camera screen set up so we can see what's happening. I'm looking over because I'm trying to draw my mom.
Yeah, she gets to look at me. She gets me right here. There, I was posing in a very awkward and funny way because she knows me. So I won't give her a serious look. She knows it. Oops, I might have gone just a wee bit weird there for her eye. My mom's got big eyes like me. She doesn't think she does, but she's got some pretty big eyes, and she's pretty much runs in her family a really
Second from the other one.
Second from the other one? Okay.
Are we ready for the answer? Anybody else got guesses?
Yeah. Well, my mom's eyes are really cool. They look like she's always up to something, always up to mischief. Her side of the family has this really cool mischief sparkle, which I have a little bit, but my brother really has because of his gray blue eyes, and it really accentuates that, like my mom. You want to see?
Okay. Just needed to know how I was gonna make your hair.
Oh, how my hair goes.
Yeah.
So I usually wear it in a ponytail. So the answer is?
The answer is third.
It's third.
Third. Mother's Day is the third highest selling holiday for flowers and plants after Valentine's Day and Christmas.
Valentine's Day and Christmas. So Valentine's Day is one. Not Christmas, Easter.
Easter. No, it said all four.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, no, my brother always looks like he's up to no good. Really, he does, and he's the nicest and can be the nicest and kindest guys, but he always does. If you know my brother, looks like he's up to being a tinker pot. And it really works because of how his eyes are, so like the color of his eyes. My mom has those eyes, so I don't want to necessarily make her look like she's totally a tinker pot, but...
The next question. One of the earliest Mother's Day celebrations was in which place? A. Cuba. B. Ancient Greece. C. Mexico.
Cuba, ancient Greece, or Mexico? I feel like I haven't done her lovely chin justice here. I'm trying to do this too from a very small picture I have, and
Cuba. We got somebody said
Cuba.
Cuba.
Cuba. So this is Cuba.
Oh, hearts. Little hearts. Aw. Actually, really big hearts.
Big hearts.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys can see Sophia's just a second.
Oh, more hearts.
Oops. Sophia's attempting to do me here. Did you put my little splurk here?
Yeah. One says Cuba, the other says ancient Greece.
Okay, we got split decision over there. And
Cuba.
Cube. Which kind of goes with Sophia's picture she just showed you.
Was that intentionally a pun over there, guys?
Sophia's having all that. She thinks that's awesome. Yeah. Right. Oh, my mom doesn't show her ears. Well, Mom. You don't show your ears. Fine, Mom. I won't let you have your ears shown. 3 for the sake of it. What was 3? It was Mexico.
Mexico.
The answer is?
The answer is...
I won't do this.
One of the earliest Mother's Day celebrations was in ancient Greece.
I don't think my mom's hair is this curly anymore, by the way.
Ancient
Especially not since
Greece.
she hasn't been able to go get it cut.
Woo.
She says she's really looking forward to doing that.
The answer was ancient Greece.
Ancient Greece. Yay!
We had one kid here that got it right.
One kid got it right. You know what? When she asked me that question, I had no idea.
My dad nailed it.
I think I did guess ancient Greece, but I was just like, I'm just gonna guess because
I got my head done. Got my head done.
Officially, Mother's Day as we know it, however, which I don't know if you've got. Do you have this as your fact? When Mother's Day, like as the second day or first Sunday of March, do you have when that started? No. I'll have to check up my facts, but I believe Mother's Day started shortly after the Second World War.
Oh man. Okay. Don't worry, there is still 2 questions left. What is the most popular gift for a mom on Mother's Day?
What is the most popular gift for mom and mother? Is this a multiple choice question?
Yes.
Okay.
A vase of flowers.
Flowers, okay.
B, a box of chocolate hearts. C, a greeting card.
A greeting card.
My other page. Yeah, there's one last one. The last one has 5 options, so it's gonna be harder.
Totally made my mom's nose far too big. She's gonna be like, I don't know that. She's my mom. She's gonna love it anyway.
Okay, I got my face.
Okay, so what was it? Flowers?
A vase of flowers. B, a box of chocolate hearts. C, a greeting card.
Okay. Oh, you know what I'd want?
Emma says flowers.
Emma says flowers. I know what I'd want. I do like flowers. I love flowers. I know exactly what I'd want though.
Okay. I got my...
That's right. I would want a box of chocolate Scanberries flowers.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I just would like to have an hour of uninterrupted drawing time. Greeting cards from both. Greeting cards.
Greeting cards.
So the actual answer is ding 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 ding.
Dun, 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 dun. The most popular gift for Mother's Day is the greeting card. Greeting card.
I don't have her smiling too big here. Maybe I'll just work on that. She looks a little bit like Queen Elizabeth suddenly. It's not really what I'm going for. No, just, mouth isn't quite there.
There is one flower that had a special meaning on Mother's Day. Can you figure out which flower it is? I also explain what the meaning is, as well as which flower is. But don't worry about guessing that stuff. You just gotta guess the flower. There's
Buttercups are your favorite flower? I know it's not part of answering the question. Buttercups are your favorite flower? I can tell you my favorite flower is.
This is also a multiple choice. So.
Oh, was it a multiple choice? Okay.
It has 5 choices. A, calla lilies. B, roses. C, orchids. D, lilies. Or E, carnations. No idea. Lily? We got a no idea and we got a lily.
My favorite flower is also slightly toxic. Is lily of the valley. I love lilies of all kinds.
I love orchids.
But my guess is not lilies.
Lilies. Okay.
I want to say chrysanthemums, but they're not there.
If I were to choose off of this list, I would either pick calla lilies or orchids. You know what I call calla lilies? Dress lilies, because they look like dresses.
Oh yeah, the dress lilies. Yes. When she was little, we'd go to the store and she'd want to pick calla lilies. Oh, and she'd say, "Mama, dress lilies." She's like 2. That's what we call them here. So this is me drawing a face portrait of my mom. Doesn't have super curly hair. She's got a little few more wrinklies. This is a cartoon, and I want to make her have some of the features that she has. The soap flower.
The soap flower. Aww.
So what is the answer?
The answer is carnations have a special meaning on Mother's Day.
Carnations have a special meaning.
Here's what their meaning is. They were used to symbolize whether your mother was dead or not. A red carnation meant that your mother was alive, and a white one meant she was dead.
Well, there you go. So for anybody who does know my mom, you know what's really funny is weddings or events, like when I had my wedding and a lot of people saw my mom and I side by side, everybody sort of says how much I look like my mom, and then my dad would walk over and stand on the other side of me and everybody go, "You look a lot like your dad." So, but yeah, so my mom, I like to think I've got some of that, you know.
Oh, Sophia flower.
This is my mom. My mom wants to do quilting, so I'm going to make a quilt. And she's wrapped up in one of her quilts.
Alright, I have 5 did you knows as well. Not trivia. 36% of Americans plan to buy their mom jewelry.
What? 36?
% of Americans.
Yeah. Maybe not this year. Maybe they do. Maybe they'll order it in this time. You know what I want? Artwork.
Aww.
Guess what I'm getting?
Artwork.
Artwork! I'm so excited. I'm getting a preview. Maybe some of you moms are getting a preview too of some of the cards and artwork designs you're going to get. So how many? 36% are planning to get their mom's jewelry. Americans.
Hey.
What else do you have about Mother's Day?
Well, I have a really shocking, people. I'm gonna get comments that say that's definitely not true. It is true. It's true.
I'm putting a heart in my mommy's cheek.
Okay, this is not it, but it's the last one. Some countries still observe ancient festivals honoring mothers. In India, people celebrate Durga Puja, a festival that pays homage to the mother goddess Durga. The festival is a 10-day event that takes place around September or October.
That's pretty cool. What are some things that you guys are going to do for your moms that you can tell me with them present if they're present? What are some of the things you guys are going to do? Are you guys going to make some breakfast for your mom? Are you going to let her have a
She
little
knows I'm going to
reading
make
break?
breakfast for her.
Are you going to let her, are you going to make a card? Is this your card for your mom? We might drive by and say hi to my mom from the driveway. Or might do that. I'm going to take the heart off my mom's cheek. That's not really her thing. But I will put a little heart there. Because I love my mom. And some people don't have, have moms in their lives. Some people have. I'm glad that my mom's still around. But sometimes you have other people in your lives who are sort of that mother figure in your life that somebody who you can always talk to and ask questions of. I think it's important to celebrate those women in your life too on Mother's Day. I don't know, Sophie, are you lucky to have your mom around?
Yeah.
Even though some days we don't always agree. You will give her 1,000,000 chocolates? I've got to talk to your mom. Maybe she could send some in the mail. I love chocolate. Animal Crossing party? That's so cool. Do you play with your mom on 2 different things and play together? Or do you sit there and play together on the same device? That's pretty cool. Because that's how we play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I sit with Sophia and she plays. That's what I do for my mom. I mean, my daughter,
yeah, on
not my mom.
Minecraft Easter Village. I actually helped work on that. I did 2 houses.
Is that what I'm not supposed to know? I'm so excited.
Me too.
I'm so excited. Now, are you going to share those chocolates with your mom? Is that part of the plan? I remember I used to get something like a book or something I wanted that I knew my mom wanted. Sometimes I'd get it so I could read it later. And I'd always get something I knew that she would love, absolutely love, because that's really the spirit of it. You're not supposed to get something that you're going to take over. I always find the best present is one that you're really sad to give away because it means that you put a lot of heart and soul into it. That's pretty cool. What is it that you and your dad play together, Sophia? Rabbits?
Rabbits, yeah. And yes, it does depend though. I'm not really sure how to use different, get it, somebody on, we do a different multiplayer server if we are on different devices.
So whenever I do portraits and do them digitally, I try to do an extra step where I will sometimes take my thicker brush, which you guys can see, like that one, and ink the picture so I find the lines that I like and make them stand out. But I think today I'm just going to go and use this as my line art and color the picture.
I'm going to color my picture once I'm done.
I love it. Oh, I shouldn't have.
Oh, because you were off. I was playing Roblox with my cousin.
So funny, Sophia can't even remember what her Roblox.
I cannot. I still cannot. I don't know what my Roblox username is. I haven't played in such a while.
So how are your pictures coming? Have you started adding things like maybe favorite flowers? I read up earlier that that we had a favorite buttercup.
Oh, and I'm not done my Did You Knows though.
Laura's, or is that Emma's that likes that? Buttercups. I love Lily of the Valleys. I love lots of lilies. I love lilies a lot, and I love orchids too. I don't know. There's not really a flower I don't like. I'm very excited because we're having, we have some tulips that are growing, some liberation tulips. They're going to look like little Canada flags.
Beauty salons and spas also get a Mother's Day boost. It's one of my, did you know? I still have 2 left after
What
this
has
one.
another Mother's Day boost?
Beauty salons and spas also get Mother's Day boosts.
Beauty salons. I'm not one who likes to go and get fussed over quite that way. I know, it's weird, but I don't mind getting like a manicure, pedicure, but I don't like, I very rarely go to get my hair done. It's just not my thing.
Oh my goodness, my glasses.
Did you forget to put your glasses in?
Yes, we can play Town Time on the weekends.
I'll let you take that one offline later too. She's so excited that all of her friends, all of you guys, all come on and draw with her and share very similar loves of interests like Roblox and Minecraft and whatnot. So hopefully everybody's pictures are coming along. I'm going to give my mom some brownie gray
And the Harry
hair.
Potter sheet. Yes, yes, yes. I actually worked on expanding our mine there, Jack.
Trying to give it just a little, still some elements of brown in my mom's hair, but she's mostly gray right now. And
Moms
it's a
aren't,
lovely mix.
as you've seen, moms aren't the only ones getting Mother's Day love. Grandmas are too. Grandmas are still someone's moms. They are your
like
they're your
this is my
parents'
mom
moms.
that I'm drawing, and she's also Sophia's grandma.
They're your parents' moms. And then there's
And we're very
This
lucky
is-
you got them nearby. You're not far away.
this is
That might be a little too gray.
this is guys, you won't believe this.
This is your last fact?
This you will not believe. In 1939 in Lima, Peru, the youngest mother on record delivered a baby boy by C-section. She was only 5 years old, and the baby was raised as her brother.
That's terrible. I wouldn't want to be a mom before 20. Do you know the oldest mom was 60 something?
Yeah.
I think it's probably
65.
better. It's probably better to wait to be a mom. You get to try and experiment with new things and learn and get get to experience a little bit of life, and then you can sort of teach
TNT.
TNT.
Yeah.
Wow, that's terrible. I didn't know about that. I don't know, man. So I'm glad that I became a mom. I decided to become a mom at 35. And if Sophia's 8, you can figure out how old I am. Actually,
I would
Not
be 9
entirely
this
true.
year.
not entirely true. She'll be 9
I would
this
be
year.
9.
So that would give you a
this
more
year.
accurate age. Mm-hmm.
Do the math as if I was 9 if you're trying to do the math.
Sophia's like, that doesn't add up. Sure.
TNTA.
Wow.
TNTA. I'm 8, but I haven't had my birthday yet. I would be 9 if you were to do the math to get my mom's age.
I'm going with peachy color for my mom's skin, and I'll probably lighten it up. This is the midtones. And I'm using chalk, which makes it multicolored, which I like. So it tries to pick color ranges. And Sophie, I didn't mean to make you look so shocked that you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. That was an interesting fact. Thank you for sharing it. not know that though. I am kind of having fun with this chalk brush. I haven't played with it as much in a while.
That's all my did you know and
That's all you did you know?
and trivia. Yeah.
Cool. I like your did you know and your trivia. Thank you so much for doing all that research and looking stuff up, Sophia.
You're welcome.
Normally we work together, or I come up with some stuff, but Sophia decided that that would be a fun project to do on her own today. So that was pretty cool. This is my mom. My mom's probably not going to like her picture. Or she will. What is our rule around here? And I'm almost breaking it.
Mistakes are nothing. There's no such thing as mistake.
And
you gotta be kind to everybody and to yourself.
Especially yourself. Mom, be a little kinder to thyself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I do go through a lot of, when I'm drawing, a lot of back and forth about whether I'm really super happy with my picture or not. And sometimes I can be pretty rough to myself. So I really like that I had to, when Sophia and I talked about this, we decided...
I'm 100.
Decided that that was going to be one of our rules, that we had to honor and respect ourselves as much as we could. And like, she's got major blush going on there. That's cool. That's cool. So I'm going to go back to a brush I'm more familiar with. Yay. That's one of the things I think my mom is missing the most right now about having to be stuck at home and not have shops open and whatnot, is getting material for quilting. She loves to sew. She loves to be crafty, and she loves to create these beautiful pieces of art out of cotton fabric, and I helped her design a couple pictures and stuff, so she's like really, really excited to get back to that. And I think that's been the hardest for her, is that it's, it might be the wrong dark. So it's been sort of, I'm sure, been pretty tricky for her. I think I want the light to come this way. So, got a little bit of a perspective of me figuring light sources out and what to do. So, Sophia's picked Minecraft. We've got lots of people who like Roblox. Do you all play Roblox with your moms? Play video games with your moms? Do you guys make crafts and do sewing and artwork and or building cars together or motorcycles? My mom taught me a little bit about some mechanic stuff, probably because her brother was so interested in it. What kind of things do you like to do with your moms or the mom?
Don't forget my glasses
in your life. Did you forget your glasses again?
Yes.
Not that she's not wearing them, actually. It's that she hasn't drawn them into the picture. She's been distracted.
That's what happens when you read trivia. That's what happens.
I can talk a little bit about some of the choices here I'm making. I'm trying to pick colors that are dark and start to change face. In fact, I'm going to change my background color because I don't want to get too caught up. This is one of her favorite colors in big white space. So now I can see where I haven't colored yet. Kind of changes everything, doesn't it, when I do that? Sometimes having a background, a white background, can really distract from how bright something might already be, or how dark something might be. Color can have a really interesting impact on our drawing. I know we're getting pretty close to 2 o'clock here, so I'll probably end up having to finish this later. How is yours coming along?
Good. I'm not done. I'm not near done right now. I'm not near done.
You're not quite near done?
I'm not near done. I'm feeling like I kind of want to extend the stream for a few minutes.
Well, I hope everybody else is having fun doing their pictures. How far along is everybody else? Are you almost done? Do you have lots of work to do?
I'm still coloring.
And this is also probably a good time if you have any questions.
Or suggestions for next week.
Oh, yeah, did I forget about that now? I'm going to change it up a little bit for next week. Here is what I'm going to ask for next week. I am going to suggest, does anybody want to do, you're done. Is that both Jay and E? Is that both Jack and Emmett over there done? Are you going to surprise your mom with it? She's probably already knows that you're doing it. I'm going to suggest, would you like to do something Pokemon related next week?
Yes, I'd love to.
I know we have a lot of Pokemon fans.
I play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, as she said.
Well, I think with my mom's case for her quilting, her local quilt shop, or the one she likes to frequent, is in Armprar, so she'd have to drive out halfway. She might have one nearby that she likes to go to. She likes to browse the fabric. She likes to look at it, and she likes to feel it and be there. I don't know, she has a very special relationship with fabric, as I'm sure you could probably appreciate, Eva. But she likes to be there and pick it up and see.
Only me, Jack.
It's something she has to do.
Emmett's not done?
Emmett's not done?
Hands and bodies.
Can we learn how to draw hands and bodies? We most certainly can learn how to draw hands and bodies.
There is I know a few Pokemon that kind of have similar body shapes and hands to people.
You can definitely learn that, because I know that we've had a few people ask us to do hands. Someone in particular who quite consistently likes to ask to do hands, and I would love to do that. So maybe we can do some hands and bodies. Now that we've learned how to do heads and faces, we can move on to learn how to do hands and bodies.
I find week 2 actually helped a little for this.
Well, it should, because what did we do in week 2? We learned how to do facial expressions, right?
Yeah.
For Ghost. So, he's not doing it.
He's not doing it.
We learned how to do facial expressions with the Ghost. We practiced those in week 2. So this is, if you've been with us for the last 8 weeks, can you believe we've done 8 sessions together? That's amazing. Everybody just take a moment and give yourselves a big clap if you've participated in any one of our sessions. It's been a lot of fun.
I
That's
posted
2 months.
I've posted a link for the videos up on my Google Classroom.
Yeah.
And I've had a few people check it out. Not in the not right now, but because we post on YouTube.
Yeah, we do post them up on YouTube after the fact, so if you have trouble finding them here on the Facebook page later and want to go back and learn something, they'll be up on YouTube as well.
Or if you're trying to draw something for somebody.
I think we have a lot of yay for, well, at least Sophia was a big yay for doing something Pokemon related. Maybe we'll do, not next week, maybe we'll follow up next week with some hands and body shapes. And then the week after we will do Pikachu, maybe? I don't know if there's other favorites. I have
I want to do Ditto.
Gengar.
I want to do Ditto.
Ditto and Gengar are pretty much the same thing, aren't they?
No, they're not.
I know better. Gengar is my favorite ghost type Pokemon. Let me know if there's anything else, anybody else's suggestions I missed in the thing.
We saw your stories.
Yeah, Sophia did a book with Tim Holmes, Tim Wrights.
Yeah,
Facebook.
you should go check him out. Yeah.
And sometimes Tim's boys, Malcolm and Cooper, come over and participate with you guys. And she really had a lot of fun doing a story starter with him. And she wrote a story, and it got read on Facebook Live. So it's pretty cool. Shed Ninja is your favorite ghost. I'm not too surprised to hear that.
I do remember.
You like Shed Ninja.
Yeah, and I went and got the Pokemon book.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Shed Ninja.
I like Gengar because he's just the biggest Pokemon prankster you've ever seen. I don't know, I think I like that part of him. It's goofy. So, okay. If you'd like to do hands and bodies, stay tuned. Next week we'll do a full figure.
I'm doing a full Minecraft figure.
And Sophia's doing a full Minecraft figure. I'm in purple. Oh, I shouldn't look. Sophia's surprise. I could see it right on the screen, though. It's kind of hard to miss. Thank you so much for joining us and watching me draw my mom. And hopefully you drew your moms or yourselves. And I can't wait to see if you want to share them. I'm not going to put them up. I promise I won't put them up before Sunday because I want you guys to have a chance to surprise your moms with your gifts. So if you want to wait, moms, until after Sunday to send them over, or if you do happen to you give it to your mom and you can tell her that you can post it on and send it to me. Get permission. Always get permission first. And we'll look at doing hands and bodies next week for shapes, and we'll do a character from top to bottom with hands, head, and body. So thank you very much for joining us this week. We're going to continue working on our pictures and...
Wait, I'm almost done. I want to show.
Oh, Sophia wants to show. I'll wait just a few more seconds.
And then my last color.
Doing a last color. So here's my close-up. I'll give you my close-up of my mom. And Sophia's got her own special message that I'm already in love with. I can't wait till Sunday to get. That says love and a happy face on it.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day! Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.